was trying to think of some pleasantries to start off the first episode of the podcast with, but I don't have any. So let's just F it and get straight to the point. So, the Burning Moth mobile podcast. Why the Burning Moth? That sounds pretty freaking weird. It is weird. I'm sure you've all heard the saying like moth to a flame in terms of people trying to describe fatal attraction or saying someone is chasing after something that's eventually going to get them hurt or killed. Typically, what those people are chasing after in their mind is what they perceive to be a truth or some valued goal, but other onlookers view it as a dangerous pursuit. To me, the flame symbolizes a truth, an ever-changing truth depending on your perspective of the flame or how you're looking at the truth. But the truth itself is what it is. But their perspective can be shared with other people. So that is why I named this the Burning Moth mobile podcast. In essence, you are moths coming to a flame to get information, and you're not going to burn up and die. You're going to use this information, and you're going to apply this information, and you're going to fly out into the world, a miraculously moth burning a flame, and they're going to say, well, what? Well, I mean, you were supposed to fly into the fire, and how did you? And then you can say, no, I got something to show you. And then you set other moths on fire. Look at that. So simple. So, state. The first subject of matter. Obviously, why the F aren't you working out is essentially the title. But that's going to go back to state. So, what a very interesting thing that I have typically tried to do when it comes to my fitness, health, or well-being is normalize the habits of fitness, health, and well-being. That being said, if you start to look at the state that you're in when you're doing these habits, for example, let's look at the gym. The environment of the gym itself is a place that typically puts you in a certain state, and for a lot of people, they want to be in a hyped up state, ramped up. They want to throw some weights around, or maybe they want to be macho and just look really big and peacock around. I don't know, what do they want to do? Or maybe they have a sincere interest in coming in there, doing some group classes. Maybe they want to relax and zen out in some yoga. They want to dance and get it on with some Zumba. Whatever it may be, each person comes into the gym or fitness arena with a certain state. One of the things that I see a lot of that will probably explain why a lot of people that are normally big muscle heads or gym buffs, fitness people, whatever, or even people that have been trying to get into the habit of working out or being fit or experiencing is they don't feel like it's kind of them right now. You know what I'm saying? They don't really feel like in that mode where when they woke up and they get ready and they got to the gym and it was beast mode on. You know, ready to lift weights. Instead, they're in a kind of confused state because when we talk about state, most people take a lot of pre-workout supplements, or they might do something to get their heart rate up to amplify them. They do something exogenous outside of your body instead of something endogenous, like doing deep breathing or fire breathing to amp up your energy, your chakra states, whatever it may be. So when you use something exogenous, that creates a state. So let's say every time right before you go to the gym, in your car, your body has learned the program of, I'm in my car, I take pre-workout, I start to get hyped up to do set activities. But now, I'm on said couch. I've drank pre-workout, but couch is for eating and watching TV. Why is body about to experience workout with said couch? That's not right there. So your ego says, you're right, that's not me. I'm on said couch. I have been spending the last 30 minutes on said couch watching something on my phone. Even though it was fitness based, the activity of watching is still programmed in your mind, And so you slip from watching said fitness videos where you're about to use your couch as a piece of exercise equipment to slipping in to maybe a little comedy video pops up. Because usually at noon, when you're at work or doing something else, YouTube recommends comedy videos because that's typically what you're watching at noon when you're on lunch at work. But now your whole habits have been thrown off. So you've probably seen me post a lot about the hashtag coupled performance. In essence, this is what I mean by coupled performance. We're not just talking about how you actually perform in the gym in the state of you're lifting weights, but what's going on to set up that environment to where you can actually be your best. So now you understand that, hey, it's not you, it's not your fault. It's a behavior you need to change because your body has associated certain places, certain times, certain exogenous things that you take, whether it be pre-workout, post-workout, protein, you drink a special coconut water, you drink a special energy drink. Those have all been associated with the timeline of your life and how you do things, and you've broken that habit. The funny thing is, I've had a lot of people as of recent, because they feel like this is now a good time because they've had so many weeks where they've had less distractions from other things to make changes in their life. But most people have failed to realize they've already made quite a number of significant changes in their life. In the way of now their work life is changed, how their eating habits has changed, where they go out to eat, what kind of people they're hanging around, who they're hanging around. Usually it's just main family right now, or nobody, or cat, or dog. The biggest one, their internal monologue has shifted. If you start to listen to yourself, now that you've been away from certain people for weeks now, that monologue, the voices that you usually hear, have become a lot less of other people and things that you usually hear and you're used to responding to. And now it's becoming more and more of your own voices. Some voices you probably hear on a daily basis. And some voices you're probably not used to hearing. Some voices that you're like, oh, well, who's this person back here saying, oh, okay, hey, it's time to get some shit done. Like, we've been saying we're going to do activity, I don't know, hey, we're going to move the rocks in the backyard and we're going to start a little garden. That little voice is saying, hey, we've been saying this is a part of us. Like, if I could do a garden, I've been talking about this whole time, I got the opportunity, let's do this garden. However, there's that other voice, the normal you, that's been so lost in the muck and mire of the normal day-to-day activities before this whole thing was going on, that it's saying, wait a minute, no, shut up. This is not you. Just like maybe the new workout activity, the new fitness routine, the new fitness environment, whatever it may be, it's saying this isn't you. So you've had quite a number of weeks to start to change habits, and you've already shifted a bunch unintentionally and subconsciously. Now, I would encourage you to start to become consciously aware this week of what those habits you are that you've changed, and what ones do you want to change that are now going to be moved to the front of your awareness. Does that make sense? So, in essence, please feel free, comment, let me know if you've noticed any habits that you already changed for yourself, whether they be good or bad. We're talking about habits. We're not talking about you as a person, your habits. 2, how do you feel about those habit changes? Were they for better? Were they for worse? What was the goal in the first place? Was it become more effective at home? Was it to have a more peaceful work environment at home? Was it to change your health and fitness right now? And thirdly, are there any habits that now that you've seen the steps of how you've subconsciously and or unconsciously changed your habits, are there new habits that you want to kind of reverse or trace those steps backwards and figure out how did I do that and apply it to the habits that you want to also advance and change? Please feel free, comment, let me know. I'm also going to be putting the video version of this podcast on YouTube for you to watch as well if you want to see my adorable face. And please feel free to comment there or on whatever platform you're on. Thanks. I don't know if that's a good sale.